Welcome back folks, Nick Gardner here at Codder Golf Club for week 2 of the winter coaching plan. Today's video is all going to be focused on improving the basics with your fairway woods. Let's get started. Okay folks, so first things first, let's get the setup right. I've got the alignment stick set up here to help me with ball position. Got my feet opposite the ball, and all I'm going to do is take a little bit of a step with my left foot and a much larger step with my right foot. That gets the ball a little bit further back than it did with the driver last week. It's still going to help us create that nice shallow angle of approach into the golf ball and sweep the ball off the turf just like we want with a fairway wood. A real common fault that I see with people hitting fairway wood shots poorly is getting too steep on the golf ball, and that's mainly caused by a couple of things. Ball position is probably too far back, which leads to the shaft getting way too steep on the downswing, and therefore we hit down on the ball. The other reason it could be caused is weight distribution again. So like last week, we tried to get a little bit of weight more on our right side. This time we're just going to try and keep it a little bit more centred. The common fault that I often see though when people get too steep on the golf ball is they actually get too much weight on this left side. Either it's set up or on the downswing. So they either set up over here on this left hand side, or they get too far over on the downswing, again leading to that really steep shaft on the swing, and we end up hitting down on the ball. A real easy way to see if you are doing this is, are you taking a divot after the ball? If you are, you're probably doing one of these two things. The other real common fault that I see with people hitting fairway wood shots poorly is when they top the ball. And that is often caused by swaying in the golf swing, either on the backswing or on the through swing. So, a really easy way to identify whether you're swaying is take your setup and try and make a backswing and feel whether your head is actually moving off the ball. If that's happening in the backswing, you could see why that would create some problems trying to get back to the ball to make solid contact. Again, could be topping it for the other reason of swaying off the ball in the downswing, which is a real common problem with people trying to lift the ball in the air. So they make a decent enough backswing, keep nice and steady and centred, but then they try and lift the ball and almost fall back onto this right side. It's absolutely key when we're hitting fairway woods that we try and stay nice and centred over the ball. So let's just go through that again guys. Ball position, feet opposite the ball, a little bit of a step with the left foot, much larger step with the right foot. Nice position there to create a nice shallow angle of approach and sweep it off the turf. This week I'm just going to keep nice and centred with my weight distribution, and all I'm feeling on the backswing is keeping my head nice and steady and then turning through, not trying to lift it. Right, let's hit a couple of shots guys, see how we go on. Right guys, hopefully you can see the green in the distance there. Probably about 250 or so to the front up the hill. All we're going to do is focus on going through that nice setup and trying to sweep the ball off the turf. Okay, so feet opposite the ball, a little bit of a step with the left foot, much larger step with the right foot, and then the focus is really on keeping nice and steady throughout the swing. Right on target, just a little bit short. I think I need to do a little bit of gym work over the winter as well. Right guys, stay tuned for week 3. We'll be talking about irons next week. Catch up with you soon guys. Cheers.